Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome to the Simmons Complex in Farmingdale, Maine, on a beautiful day for soccer. Got lucky here today. It's sunny, it's not warm, but it's not windy overall, and it's really prime conditions for a great game today between two RSU2 rivals, the Halldale Bulldogs and the Richmond Bobcats. I'm Rob Kennedy along with Mark Tingham. These teams played once, a 2-0 Halldale victory. Expecting another very good close game here today.
And again, happy Halloween to everybody. I'm sure all our younger viewers are running around and getting prepared for tonight, whereas our older viewers are, rightly so, engaged in this contest, which will happen in kickoff in about 30 seconds. But it is, as Mr. Kennedy said, it is a beautiful game day here, much better. I told Rob I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning, actually 8:45, where it was a balmy 22 degrees.
Yeah.
The field that the travel team played on this morning was a little bit crunchy. It was iced over. There was some slipping and sliding. But right now, for these game time conditions, it's beautiful.
Both teams wearing long sleeves in one form or another. The Bulldogs with those long sleeve reds. Richmond wearing the sleeves underneath their short sleeve white jerseys. They'll be attacking from left to right in front of their goalkeeper, Connor Vachon. Sam Schaefer wearing purple and gold down there today. First time we've seen him in those colors here at home. He's in goal for the Bulldogs down to our right. And Halldale in the long sleeve reds here at home attacking from right to left. Richmond's got first possession. Chance Taylor's waiting for a ball, and he's set to go once he gets it. Big game today for both teams, really, for Wednesday's RSU2 championship. More both for boys and girls. The guys' finals decided based on earlier competition. As you see the graphic, the Bulldogs and the Mustangs will be playing on Wednesday. Time's wrong on that, though. The games will start at noontime. The girls, though, playing over at Richmond today, Halldale and Richmond. That's a winner-take-all matchup, and if it's a tie, I don't have any idea how that'll get decided.
Yeah, that's where we haven't set parameters. It might be a flip of the coin, good old-fashioned way.
It's a long run for Kai Lucas, and he just runs out of space. Bulldogs trying to work that left side.
Kai Lucas very dangerous from that spot. Had it been just a step sooner, that would have been, again, a ball in play. He's had a number of assists coming from that area throughout this school year.
I mentioned it's cold, but this would be playoff time, and Bulldogs would likely have a opening round playoff game today, had that been the regular season. Could have been last night as well. Opening round weekend would have been this past weekend. State title would have been in a couple of weeks. Max Vaselli passing that into the middle. So the Bobcats try to make their way into the front half, but Halldale with it now. Adams outside. Jackson Leach has plenty of time and space. Taylor's coming up on him. St. Peter couldn't keep it in play.
A little strange for the players out there, especially seniors, not having those playoff expectations this year. And you know, usually when you're talking both teams here, Richmond definitely goes deep in the playoffs. Halldale traditionally goes deep in the playoffs, and to have it end so soon and without any type of fanfare is just kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, very strange. I'm glad we are having that championship contest on Wednesday to give them some semblance of a trophy to play for.
And if anything, I think it's closure. Simply to end a season is just doesn't seem right.
Nice play by the sweeper back there, Will Miller. He's a senior captain. This is a young Richmond Bobcats team. It reminds me an awful lot of the Halldale Bulldogs girls team, and it's quite a bit of freshmen and sophomores who have a lot of talent.
Yeah, when you're looking at two seniors, they'll have a powerhouse coming back, really. And you know, the other benefit is, you know, Peter Gardner, the sage on the sideline, he's been around for, I don't know, I think the earth was created.
Whatever the first soccer game was, he won it.
Exactly. And actually, it might not have been far off. I mean, he was at Brunswick for a number of years, won some state championships as well as at Richmond. So, you know, he is certainly the emissary of veteran coaches.
400-plus total wins for Coach Gardner between Richmond and Brunswick. Kicked out to that far sideline by the senior captain, Andrew Vachon. Vaselli on the run here and actually gets to it first, just in front of Brett Lucas, who's back wearing 8, it looks like. He was wearing 10. He switched his number, but he's back to 8. 50-50 ball, and the Bulldogs back off a bit, let Wyatt Cassidy take it. Now an attack for the Bobcats. The edge of the 18, a heavy touch allows Stebbins to turn and get it away. Stebbins attacked from behind by Chance Taylor.
I was going to say, that's great pressure from Chance Taylor coming from behind. I don't think Stebbins was expecting that.
And no idea it was coming and forced the issue. And Richmond throwing that far side. Lucas Cody will pick it up. Sun not a factor here today either. During the afternoon games, the goalkeeper down where Sam Schaefer is right now really has to battle the sun, especially in the second half, but won't be a factor here.
Teams seem like they're filling each other out. There isn't a lot of pressure, and
the staring contest so far, isn't it?
I know it. It's bizarre.
Stebbins.
See who blinks.
Dispossessed. A nice play on that far side by Andrew Vachon. But it's out for a Halldale throw. Hayward gets it in. No one there in red, however. Lucas Cody forced back. Crafton Gray's up, pressuring him. It's a throw in for Richmond again. If we can get through this day out here on the porch today, Wednesday shouldn't be much of a problem as it looks like it warms up over the course of the week.
Yeah, we are in that cold stretch right now.
Nice tackle there by Andrew Vachon to take it away from Cam Adams. The Bobcats look for something here. Vaselli, fed by Cole Alexander. Vaselli trying to work outside on Hayward. He's got good speed, the sophomore. Hayward stuck right with him. Vaselli got by. He's into the area now. An opportunity here for the Bobcats. Too many Bulldogs.
Here comes a shot.
Clear but not out of danger. And a shot just scoots wide. Oh, big, heavy shot by Andrew Vachon. And he did not miss by much with that worm burner.
That would have been a difficult save. Schaefer was right on it. He was outstretched. Thankfully, it did go wide, but you could just see that one. That was very transparent that one was coming up for a huge shot.
Good velocity right down low is always a tough save. Gray and Vaselli both there. There's Stebbins. Now it's Alexander again for the Bobcats. Vaselli on that left side. Played back across the edge of the 18 again. Richmond's look dangerous here, where the Bulldogs do get it away.
Nice step by Max Byron.
Lucas now. St. Peter's overlapped with him. Lucas not in a position he's accustomed to being. Stebbins, one of the Halldale captains. St. Peter making the run down the left side. They'll feed him. St. Peter on to this. Gray is going to goal for Halldale. He's got Stebbins arriving as well. Stebbins by the edge of the area. Can he weave through traffic? Tried to. Had Gray outside. It was deflected. And a foul called on Stebbins. Richmond's defense holds.
You could see some of that fancy footwork with Stebbins weaving in between those players, but it's times where you can have one and two, but sometimes trying to go for that third person, it's difficult to get around.
He almost got through, but just too many Bobcats, and you're right, it's a tall order. Taylor. Adams stole it away. Max Byron for Halldale again. They'll try St. Peter. And that time, Wyatt Cassidy, the freshman, wise to it and stepped up. Hunter Mason. Cassidy. Watched by Lucas. Vachon. Alexander in a bit of trouble here. He got away. Lucas Cody arriving, the sophomore for Richmond. Vaselli, his fellow sophomore. Andrew Vachon now contending with Ian Stebbins. Patient possession here by the Bobcats as they try to set something up in the offensive half. Alexander. And that'll roll to the goal line and just out. Vaselli giving chase. I couldn't run it down.
It was a great through ball, great idea. Just ran out of yardage.
I mean, entertaining game once these guys warm up. You can already kind of tell. They'll use the entire field. There'll be some running. There'll be some good long balls and through balls. We'll see what we have for goals, though. Don't expect too many of those with these two teams. Quality defenses. Excellent goalkeeping at both ends. St. Peter. He's got Cassidy coming. And Cassidy's presence causes the throw. Byron steps up. Last touched by the Bobcat, Chance Taylor. Lucas lets that roll through. And I don't have a 22 on my roster, do you?
I do not.
To find out who that is. Yeah, if you're watching a Richmond fan, number 22 is playing at the fullback position. I'm not sure who that might be. So if you're going to leave a comment in the Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, as to who that is, the Richmond Bobcats roster does not list a double deuce, 22. I like to identify him when he makes a good defensive play like he just did. Right in the middle, Adams looking ahead to Lucas, trying to play that through, and almost got there. Cassidy did just enough. Lucas to Stebbins, the edge of the area. He'll have the shot.
Ooh, ricochet.
Knee save from Vachon. So he went down to keep it out. And Cody removes the danger for now.
I think it shows the velocity that Stebbins had on that ball. Not only the velocity, there's a little English on there.
It was bouncing as well. May have just slightly fooled Vachon, but was in tremendous position to keep it out if it did take a hop on it. Andrew Gue. Gray tries to bring it down. Alexander looking for Mason down that right side. There's a through ball, and out comes Schaefer waving his defenders away.
Saw a play similar to many times this morning, one of the travel games, where your offensive player is in line with your last defender, and as opposed to simply turning and letting that ball through and running onto it, trying to stop it, and with that heavy touch, goes back to the defenders.
Just about 10 minutes gone here in the first half. Couple of solid chances each way. And no goals yet. Battle of nines over there. Andrew Vachon and Halldale's Cam Adams. Gray beaten to it by Cody. Adams back for Halldale here. They'll switch the field. Stebbins. Lucas. The edge of the area. He'll have that shot, and good goaltending by Vachon, not to contend with that, just lets it roll out.
The middle school teams had a huge battle, I think it was Friday, but Halldale Bulldogs visited the Bobcats, and that one stayed at a 0-0 draw. But just both teams playing very hard, and you know, that's where Richmond has a lot of talent at the middle school level, and
yeah, they'll be good. And rolls out for a goal kick. The Bobcats a couple of years up in the MVC playing Class C and representing themselves there as well. Halldale had some tough battles with the Richmond boys when both were in Class C. Size-wise, now back down in the Class D ranks with their enrollment being exactly where they are there. And there's some good competition in Class D for them to play as well. So that's Temple Academy and others.
And usually you run into an NYA who fluctuates between C and D.
And that's just talking about Southern Maine. You get to Northern Maine, it really gets interesting. Stebbins wants the long ball, and Lucas on his horse, but he won't catch up to this.
Just a little too long.
And Vachon could nonchalantly pick that up without worrying. Stebbins ahead. Play it outside. Up comes Leach. And that's played out of bounds off Leach for a Richmond throw.
So we got a thank you for somebody kind of chiming in on who number 22 is. So that looks like we must have a number chain. Isaac Soul.
Isaac Soul is playing 22. Okay. They had him listed as 8.
Yep.
So Soul.
Rebecca Cassidy, thank you very much for that information. Thank you very much for watching Munzing Media as well. We enjoy doing these games. We love being able to bring these games to you in the comfort of your home. It'd be a little bit chilly here tonight or this afternoon watching it from the bleachers. But
look at Adams come into the area and bounces that around for the first corner of the game. Just kind of barreled his way in and got the shot away. Earns the corner.
Kind of envious, being able to enjoy this game from home with some nachos and a Saturday. And
it's amazing to me, too, again, watching sports for as long as I have, that you can take a game like this, stretch it out onto a big screen if you can mirror it that way, or watch on a Roku, and kind of like watching right from being there or any other professional sports game that's going on.
And this time of year, I bet there are some people who are sitting in their stands waiting for that deer to go by and watching this game.
Might be. Adams on the corner. It's a good one.
Oh, goodness.
Headed toward goal. Leach was there. It got a bounce. Vachon the safe hands, though, to pluck it out of the air. Good opportunity for Halldale off that corner.
I think Vachon had a little bit of luck there where that ball did come down, bounced off one of his own players, slowed down the momentum. But
Leach didn't quite get the noggin on it the way he would have wanted to. It was more of a glancing blow. Max Trask about to come in for Richmond. We'll see Tegan Gilpatrick as well and Adam Bodacek. Adams for Halldale. In between Bobcats. Gave that away to Sol, who bounces it ahead. Stolen by the Bulldogs. Lucas didn't see his teammate Stebbins going down that left side. Lucas Cody now has got a little bit of space if he can keep it in that sideline, and he does. Cody in a battle over there with Ian Stebbins. Scratch that. That's Breton Lucas, number 8. Alexander tried to go through 3 Halldale players and was stopped. Q heads it ahead. Byron high. Mason now known in white in the other end. St. Peter had to make a second attempt to get it ahead, but he did. Adams, a nice fake. Even better work from Vachon to knock him back.
I was going to say, that was a great tackle.
Oh, tremendous battle here, and Vachon's going to win it. Ladled over to Alexander. Vachon might have this if he gets the opportunity, and he will. He scuffed it a bit under pressure from Ian Stebbins. In the end, comes to no problem for Schaefer.
About 15 minutes in, we got an update. The girls' game is notched at 0-0 right now, so sounds like there's a equally fitting battle taking place over at Richmond between the Halldale Bulldogs and the Richmond Bobcats.
It really feels like a playoff weekend. You have Saturday games going on simultaneously. It's a lot of fun. Kind of a silver lining in this COVID cloud.
And it is. I mean, this is the weekend where there are playoffs. I was talking to my daughter on the way down to her travel game tonight. They had their semifinal game and beat a very difficult Bangor team.
Stebbins fires that. Had to get off the volley under pressure as well.
But yeah, normally it's quite common to have playoffs, and talking to her about my 6 years in Madawaska, and we'd be shoveling the field off to play, and and when you had the ball, you knew you were heading.
You better head it correctly. It's Excedrin if you don't. Gosh. Max Byron crossing that center line. Well, thought he was going to. Bulldogs get it there eventually. Intercepted and kicked away by the Bobcats. Riley Hayward now. Vaselli intercepts. Breton Lucas catches up to Vaselli. Vaselli, though, undeterred, got ahead. Still might win this, although Hayward shielded it off. Stebbins again. Played ahead. Rolled all the way through, and Will Miller says, get that out of here. Now, the wind isn't right for long goals today. Saw a couple watching European soccer the last couple of weeks. Guys scoring from just inside the halfway mark. Don't think we'll see that here today. But Miller's shot reminded me of that.
Yeah, I think you'd have to have a nice little tailwind on that.
You'd really need that. Cam Adams. Lucas is offside and heads it home anyway, but the whistle had blown. And he was behind the play.
It was pretty, though.
It was. Nice header.
Not offsides. That'd be the highlight reel.
Perfect feed, perfect ball if the Bobcats' defense hadn't stepped up and trapped Lucas back there. And we'll see that replay again on the header. It's nice. You just take out that aspect, as you'll see here. He's behind that line. You'll watch it here. We don't want to get back to that in a second, as here comes Trafton Gray. Lucas Cody. Gray under pressure.
9 Bobcats in there.
Vaselli played that back out. That's a corner for Halldale. It's their second one. They came close from the near side last time. They'll line up over on the far side this time. And once again, it'll be Cam Adams. And remember, you can't pack the area like you normally could due to the COVID rules. 5 players aside, not including the Richmond goalkeeper, Connor Vachon. Adams. Towards Stebbins.
Ooh. Dangerous.
And it looked like it might have been, but they'll let it go. It would have been indirect if that was the case. But it's moot now as it's brought back down that sideline by Vaselli. Decent ball off Max Trask. He had to stop for it. Alexander. He's going to man on the near side and Gilpatrick. St. Peter knew it, stepped up. That's Alexander again. Vodacek down the sideline. There's Leach to steal. St. Peter in a battle of 14s with Gilpatrick. St. Peter trying to run Alexander off the ball.
Looking for Vaselli over there.
Chance here as the defender Hughes slipped, but he was bailed out by Max Byron. Hayward, a heavy first touch, allows Vaselli to play. Trask went back in his direction, and Max wasn't there anymore.
Starting to get some texts from some of our faithful following with pictures of themselves enjoying the game on the field.
Nice shot up high, and Schaefer right there for it. Max Vaselli letting loose from about 25 to 30 yards.
Cups of cocoa on the couch.
Lucas went over Gilpatrick's head, but he's there to recover. Leach.
Oh, nice play.
Played that very well to take it away from Vodacek. Adams. Looking ahead, trying to thread the needle through. Lucas Cody got in the way. They're really inviting the Bulldogs on, but there's so many back there. 9, in fact, to try to get through.
Gardner playing that flat line, trying to draw those Bulldogs offside.
Trask took it away. Andrew Vachon now as the Bobcats look to counter perhaps, so the Bulldogs quickly back. Well, there's Vaselli over there, and he's got the wheels to get to it. Vaselli, edge of the area, Hayward. Boots that out for a throw and saves the corner. That sets us up for a break. We're halfway through the first half. Good action here in Farmingdale, but no goals. Nothing between the Bobcats and the Bulldogs on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people that's been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me. Along with the pay, I know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
Look at the RSU2 standings for Wednesday's championship matchup. And one mistake I'll correct on that. Not in the standings. They are accurate, and we'll see why on the boys' side. This game is really just kind of a tune-up for Halldale as they've already clinched their way through to play Monmouth on Wednesday. Well, what a tune-up it's been so far with this Richmond team that has been very, very good. And I think will be challenging for the top spot in the RSU within a couple of years. On the girls' side, Monmouth plays on Wednesday, but the Halldale-Richmond game out at Richmond right now will determine who their opponent will be. Times are wrong on that slide. They'll be starting here at noontime, and then the boys' game will follow that, and, of course, all the action right here live on Munzing Media. So a couple more games to broadcast in this fall season, which has gone by really quickly.
And I think certainly must feel even more like playoffs at Richmond right now between the girls because it is a winner-take-all. Who advances? And at their sanitation break, they were at notch 0-0. So
it's fun to keep keeping tabs on that game and having this one too and having those implications. Yeah, it actually, dare I say, feels normal. Just for a little bit, and I'll take it.
Is there ever normal?
Of course, you look down and see the benches here, the players in their folding chairs, all 6 feet apart. I've gotten used to that as well. Trafton Gray for Halldale. Junior plays that back to Stebbins. A lot of juniors in this Halldale team. Stebbins is not one of them. He's a senior. Played outside.
Nice trap by Coach Vaselli.
Vodacek, not what he wanted. He kind of looked heavenwards, and Leach almost gave that away with a legal throw, but managed to just keep that in the right side of legality. Back in Leach's direction. Nice ball from Ian Stebbins. Stebbins again. Back to Leach. He's onside, but went through him and out for a goal kick. Jackson may have been surprised he had that much room.
I think so. I was surprised there was room there. I mean, and Stebbins just threaded that needle nicely. I wasn't expecting that. I think there's some soft patches out there. We see the student athletes slipping and sliding every once in a while out there.
You're talking Halloween, though. This field's in excellent shape.
This is true.
Vaselli played back, has to watch out for Gray, and Vachon knew he was there.
There have been times where this has been a bog.
Stebbins wanted to go all the way across. It slipped off the side of his foot. Did get out there, though. Tegan Gilpatrick has to watch out for Jackson Leach. Leach won't let him rest. And Gilpatrick makes sure his team has the throw and a couple of subs in. Wyatt Cassidy back in now for Richmond. Chance Taylor comes back in. And Hunter Mason as well. Don't think the Bulldogs have used their bench yet. That's a Halldale throw this time as it bounced off of Alexander. 22 minutes gone. Looking for our first goal in Farmingdale. On a cold, but otherwise beautiful Saturday afternoon. Lucas, 2 Bobcats to deal with. Need away. Stebbins might get the shot. He'll take it, and a bouncer. Played very well by Connor Vachon, the keeper.
Like Tim Wakefield out there. That was a knuckleball.
I always say when it skips like that in front of the keeper, that sometimes they make it look easy, but that's not an easy save.
That is not an easy save, having been in between the sticks there.
And they handle as well as Vachon did, too, without any kind of rebound to spill it. That's even more important. Bulldogs on the attack again, trying to break through this stout Bobcats defense. Lucas thought he might have some support ahead. No one there in red, just whites. Will Miller, one of the anchors of this Richmond back 4, only back 5. Gray, surrounded by Bobcats immediately. They get to the ball so fast. Taylor plays that out, and it's a throw in for Halldale. St. Peter. Adams. Richmond conceding that middle third. So once you get into the front third, though, they're all over you. They don't mind if you get up to that third way mark, but that's it. Now Halldale through. Bulldogs keep trying to chip away. Stebbins up. They don't play it back to him. Adams instead, outside the area. There's a shot. Palmed away nicely. And Gray just beaten to it by Vaselli, who plays it out. We'll pause for the throw.
That was a beautiful extension by Vachon, just knocking that ball out wide. Again, he was right near the post, and from here it could have gone in. It could have been a little bit wide, but you in that position, you don't take a chance.
Going to say the same thing. Situation, it might have been going wide anyway, but you want to make sure that's where it gets. And a handball called. It's a free kick for Halldale. And Stebbins playing it where it lay. Thought they might have him bring it back a little bit, but he'll play it from right there. Bulldogs set up on the 18. There's 5 players there. All set to break once the ball is kicked.
That's dangerous.
Sure is. Booted away again by Will Miller. Skied it. Byron settles it nicely. They couldn't thread the needle up to Lucas.
It was interesting watching that play. Is you had Kai Lucas there and kind of ducked, and then you try to figure out why did he duck on that, and you had Andrew Gue coming up behind him saying, basically, get out of my way, that's my header.
Here's Tony Marino in. We'll take Trafton Gray's spot. And Marino, number 19 out there, you'll be able to watch him because he will not slow down once he's on that field. He brings energy to the Bulldogs. And they'll use him up front with his speed. Into the area, but not for long. Isaac Soul got it right out.
Did have a little playoff action this morning. Had a travel team made up of Halldale and Richmond and Monmouth and Gardner playing against a very strong Bangor team. Knocked them off 1-0, so they're going to be playing for a state championship game tomorrow at Bangor versus the winner of Ellsworth and Brewer.
The game's at Bangor, you said, or Brunswick?
At Bangor.
At Bangor.
Yep.
That's an impressive list of teams that the Girls Smiths area are playing against. And a corner for Halldale as Will Miller made sure that was not going to get anywhere near his goal. Third corner for the Bulldogs. They have yet to concede one. Field's tilted a little bit as the play has been more down at the Halldale offensive end, but Richmond doing a good job denying 10 bell chances. Another good corner if it gets through, with the biggest man there is Miller, and he's right in the middle of things.
That's difficult to get through that Richmond wall down there. I mean, that was just a wall of white, and trying to get a header on that and over them.
As the ball came in, you could kind of see Miller, too, above everything anyway, as a foul called against Brenton Lucas.
A little player control there.
He went over the top of Andrew Vashon and just kind of absorbed the contact. You're right. It looked like a basketball foul. Of course, in basketball, every time there's a collision, it seems like it's a player control foul.
Makes it easy to call that way.
Well, Dan Netto, the ref on that side, is a certainly experienced basketball official as well, so he would know. Will Miller had all day and just left that out. Takes the goal kick. It'll be a day of opportunities, you can already tell. Whichever team is able to be opportunistic and cash in on the chance they get will win this game. St. Peter before Hunter Mason, but Mason forces the ball back to the Halldale keeper, Sam Schaefer. Bretton Lucas. Nope, sorry, that was Adams.
Cam Adams, yeah.
Saw the round number. It was a 9, not an 8. Schaefer to Leach. Leach steps over it. Touched ahead. Lucas. Too high for Stebbins. Rolls all the way through. Adams arrived, but just a little too late. Cody played that ahead. Trying to find Chance Taylor. Alexander now surveys the scene and plays it ahead. Riley Hayward slows it down, but Taylor took it away from him.
Coach Gardner's team is playing very conservative, looking for that counterattack in order to get that strike.
Here's a strike, but blasted wide. Chance Taylor, though, has got quite a leg, and he can put a lot into those shots. But he would have to thread the needle, too, with the Halldale defender right there in front of him, and that's more than any reason why the shot went wide. I wouldn't give him too much space to let that go. He or Andrew Vashon. They've both shown they can sting it.
They've got some powerful forces behind that shot. It's fun to analyze some of those shots, too, where you look at the Bobcats. It is pure power behind it. But then when you look at Stebbins and Kai Lucas, they again, it kind of knuckles and they got spin on it. But just looking at the acceleration and basically it comes down to placement where you're striking it.
Right.
It's entertaining to watch.
A lot of ways to put one in. A lot of ways as far as scoring a goal. But, yeah, it is interesting to see how both teams are going about it. I'm partial to the ones that almost blast through the back of the net.
And me, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Place it.
Pass into the back of the net. They all just count for the same. Marino waited on the ball a bit, but the Bulldogs have it again.
This will be dangerous.
This could be dangerous. This gets through because Lucas is onside. Played the ball to himself. He's got the open goal if he can find it. So the keeper now back in, played across and punched out.
Tony Marino dropping it.
Marino back off. Adams shot just over the bar. A little frenetic keeping by Connor Vashon. He did enough to get Adams off the ball, or Lucas, I should say, off the ball, and then recover.
And then when, Vashon is out, he's got 3 Bobcats on the line that have his back, making sure that ball doesn't cross.
Just spun away. We have an update from Richmond as well on the Halldale-Richmond game over there that will decide who plays Monmouth on Wednesday. And the Halldale Bulldogs have drawn first blood. They have a 1-0 lead. See if we can get the goal scorer in that contest. Oh, I bet that might be relayed to you relatively soon, Mr. Tinkham.
There's no proof of that.
Played into a scrum in the middle. Lucas just had that scoring chance for Halldale. Stebbins almost showed too much to Cody. Cody forced him back. Adams, too far this time, and it bounces into Vachon. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. The Bulldogs pressuring, but still no goals here in Farmingdale. You can kind of bet who that goal might have been by.
Well, I think you'll lose that bet.
Really? I was going to go with, actually I was going to go with Zoe Sewell.
So
off the bench. Who got the goal?
So first indication is difficult is that it might have been Lexi Chartier. That being said, Alana Hickson just tied it up for the Richmond Bobcats. So they are netted 1-1, and that sounds like it was a goal within 2 minutes apart over there.
And we know it's going to be a battle over there, and that game not disappointing.
Yeah. So Lexi Chartier did get that goal for the Halldale Bulldogs, putting them on the striking first blood, and then Alana Hickson scored a equalizer for the Bobcats.
First of the year for Chartier, I believe, and if that was here, that'd put her in contention for the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game. Which we'll talk more about later.
And Chartier has great speed coming down that wing, so nice to see her connect on a goal today.
Both the Bulldogs in front, but now back level once again.
And if you talk about speed, Hickson is a firecracker out there. I don't know. It's like a mini pit bull. She is fast and she is aggressive.
Richmond again into the front half, but not for long as the Bulldogs got it away. There's Marino trying to challenge. He forced the issue on Will Miller. The Bulldogs have it back again with 7.5 remaining. Adams. They're trying to find Lucas. Wyatt Cassidy's done a very good job when he's been in, staying right on Kyle Lucas. Jackson Leach. Stebbins calls for it. The pass behind him. Hayward beaten to it by Hunter Mason. Mason again for the Bobcats, the freshman. Had it taken away. Hugh settles for Halldale. St. Peter with Taylor forcing him. Vaselli now on this side. Played ahead to Chance Taylor again. Alexander.
Nice stop by Stebbins.
Excellent tackle by the Halldale captain.
Byron on the step.
And in the middle, Byron right there. Both teams really trying to find a way to probe through the defense, and both sets of defenders very resolute here, not giving up much for chances.
They are staunch right now. I mean, neither's breaking. They're both bending a little bit, but nothing through.
Lucas now has to hurry. Vaselli right there quickly.
Vaselli had been on the other side of the field almost the entire game, and with Lucas roaming over here, I think they specifically moved him.
They switched his spot with Hunter Mason.
Oh, nice ball.
Great ball on a corner for Halldale, their fourth.
Penalty kick.
Penalty, was the handball? I have to see that again. It was from where I was looking at it, I couldn't tell because the player was in front, but the referee right there on the play making the call, and a Halldale penalty kick here.
I don't think it was a handball. I think he might have called a push.
He was right there, made the call decisively. And the Bulldogs with a kick, and it's Ian Stebbins who will take it. So here's a pivotal point of this contest.
So we'll get a shot of that in a little bit, but certainly
Stebbins. 1-0. A perfect penalty blasted in the top corner.
There you go. You like those blasts breaking the net. You got it. I would have liked the side netting. So here's the replay on it. You can see, here's the replay on the PK. Beautiful, beautiful shot by Stebbins. It does wrinkle the back of the net.
And just snuck under the crossbar, too. Really impossible for Connor Vachon to have any hope at that. Vachon even moved the right way, too. So 1-0 Halldale in the 35th minute.
Here's the shot, and boom, right under the crossbar, back net.
The Bulldogs with that opportunity. A foul called against Cole Alexander that time. Double of subs for Richmond. Adam Vodacek will come back in a moment. Tegan Gilpatrick's up, and Max Trask, too, for the Bobcats.
With about 6 minutes left in the girls' half, Richmond has taken a 2-1 lead. Not sure on who scored that yet. We'll get that to you once we find out, but...
So all of a sudden, goals coming fast and furious between these two teams at their respective spots. Only 4 goals in the last 10 minutes or so of real time. 3 of them down to Richmond, and the penalty kick here by Ian Stebbins.
Oh, it's been like a 6-minute span. Not even.
Stebbins. Up over the top toward Lucas.
That'd be a corner.
And again played out. This time it will be a corner. This will be the 3rd kick for the Bulldogs. Yeah, that penalty snuck up on me. I have to say, I didn't expect it or see it. Kind of happened quickly, but again, I will defer to the referee who was 10 feet away from the situation.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. You have to defer there. I'm still trying to figure it out because I didn't see anything that was
well, there was a show from the Halldale bench, too, so they saw something. Adams' corner.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful header.
We have a whistle on the far side, a foul being called here. Too many in the area for the Bobcats. We'll take it again. It wasn't a foul, it was a numbers violation. One, two, three, four, 5 Bobcats. I think either it was one of the 2 Richmond players up by the 18 who had got in there early. So I will retake this kick. In the middle of a crowd, it fell. Stebbins with no angle yet. Will try to get himself a shot. Stebbins taken down, shouts for a penalty there, but nothing coming. Vachon's got time now, but 1, 2, 3 Bulldogs charging toward him. It's a good ball down that right wing in a race between Byron and Taylor.
Oh,
and
nice
Max Byron.
cutback.
Oh, he turned that well. Leach trap between 2 Bobcats, and that ball will just go out for a Halldale throw. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Halldale 1, Richmond 0. Arnie and Stebbins penalty kick. The leading goal scorer for the Bulldogs tacking on another. Decent shot from distance, curling in on Schaefer, but no problem.
The wind is starting to pick up here.
A little bit. It's Cole Alexander trying to test the Halldale senior keeper.
Can hear it in the microphone, and I just looked down, and that corner flag is starting to move some.
But again, on the Halldale context of wind, this isn't all that much up here on the top of the hill. Another good stop by Wyatt Casti. But a lot of trust in him over there in the middle of that defense, and he's done well keeping the ball away from Kai Lucas. Nice move by Alexander to get Marino to slide by.
This is dangerous.
Byron there.
Get Vaselli wide open. Was wide open. That's a deflection somewhere.
It didn't go out, so we'll keep playing. Spun there and spun back in. Alexander again. Taylor in the middle. Hayward may have clipped him, but play continues.
I think
Vachon will have the throw there for the Bobcats, and now Richmond can make their changes. So those 3 aforementioned players have been waiting for a while. They'll come in now.
who was that big first baseman for the Red Sox? Used to swing for the seats and miss.
George Scott.
Might have been George Scott. That was George. Reminiscent of George Scott over there.
So when I think of the Boomer, back when he used to take those big hacks in the 70s. My earliest Red Sox memories. Rob Munsing says Dick Stewart. That's not one I do recall seeing. And Rob was watching from Danvers before I was. Impossible Dream years. I would like to have seen that one, though. I also would like to have seen the St. Louis Cardinals as well that year, and Bob Gibson. Back to Farmingdale, though, is Max Vaselli. And it's the first corner of the game for the Richmond Bobcats. An opportunity for them to level things here. Cole Alexander, the junior captain, setting up to take this corner.
Say, taking their time with a minute of play.
Setting up right-footed. Looks like he'll try to swing this away from the goal, an out-swinging corner. That's what he got. But Gue in the middle of things defers to St. Peter, who'll take it up the sideline. Good wheels by Jeff St. Peter. St. Peter still. Bulldogs trying to counter here as they let him on, but a great tackle. Another player, if we can ask the Richmond parents to identify, we didn't have a 26 in our roster either, and he just made a great play in the middle of the field. So you want to put in the comments who 26 was. I'd love to know the name of the player to whom I can tip my cap for that tackle. That was very nice.
It was, and completely stopped play for the Bulldogs there.
12 seconds left in the half. Looks like we'll end with just the one goal. Brett and Lucas over there in a battle with Vodacek, and that's the way things are going to end most likely. Holiday will run out of time on their attack. Much to the chagrin of Cam Adams, who wanted that last shot, but never gets it. Entertaining first half here. Good 40 minutes in Farmingdale. The Bulldogs, courtesy of an Ian Stebbins penalty kick. In the 35th minute, they have the 1-0 lead here at the half on Munzing Media.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunzingMediaSports.com. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
It is a true family here. We all work together as a team.
One of the best things about working here is all the different people that you're going to interact with.
What you think matters here.
The single best thing about working here is, pretty much everyone around here has your back and is supporting you.
I think you can always find what you really want to do with a company like Procter & Gamble. They tap into your assets.
They really set you up for success and give you opportunities and challenge you every day.
The part I love most about my job is the culture here. I love the family feel. I know that I can count on anybody on the production floor or in the offices. Anytime I can count on anybody to do anything or to be there for anything that you need.
We all help each other out. Whether somebody needs to stay and cover, or I've covered at night shift, I've covered a day shift. So it's really definitely that whole atmosphere of the one team. It's like a big family outside of your home.
We're all one team. We work together. If any of us need help, we rely on each other.
This company has treated me well. This is more of a career situation than just a job.
So you don't just have to be a technician if you don't want to. You could actually be whatever you want to be. You can find your niche and fulfill it.
I think you set your own career path here. So it depends on where you want to go in the company. I think the opportunities are definitely there. You definitely come in setting your own goals, paving your own path to how far you want to go in the company. And like I said, the support's there, the coaching is there, from anybody from the beginning all the way up through management.
You come out here to the floor sometimes and you really can't tell the difference. The managers are right there next to us, in the trenches, so to speak, rubbing elbows, and we're getting the job done. We all value each other's input.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people have been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years, which is great for your leadership and while you're learning on the floor, you have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward.
I did actually have a say, and I was able to help coach other people to get to where they wanted to be. I think that's the biggest thing for me, is the ownership and then being able to help other people to achieve their goals also.
I really like to work at P&G because I have the opportunity to grow as a leader, to build skill, and as a bonus, the pay is really great.
We're definitely up there in both wage and benefits. But for me, it is the people. Yep, we have a great group here.
I think about the importance of my work and how it's helping girls and women all around the country, and that really gives me that strength to plow forward and say, hey, I'm making a difference.
We provide for all of North America. So right here in Auburn, Maine, it's wonderful.
I love the fact to say that I work at TAM Brands. I love the fact that we help the community. I love the fact that you can help watch people grow, you can watch people succeed, all of their own accord. It's not, this is how it has to be, this is how you're going to do it. So if you're going to succeed, it's because you wanted to, and I can be a part of that.
Rob Kennedy, Mark Tinkham back here with you in Farmingdale, and an outstanding game, an outstanding day for a game is what I'm trying to say, and it's really been an excellent soccer despite the fact that I'm a Kennedy.
And I just wear the black hat.
Lucas for Halldale as the Bulldogs now attacking the goal down to our right. Nice stab to get that out of the air, though, by Cole Alexander.
Kai Lucas up against Vaselli again this half.
It's been a good battle. Vaselli got moved over to play against Lucas. About 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Give to Riley Hayward. Hayward ahead to Stebbins. In the middle of two Bobcats. Good quick work to take that away.
Yeah, that was a nice...
Vachon again.
I was going to say, nice step by Vachon. Coming out of nowhere to steal that.
Byron heads it ahead. Cam Adams now for Halldale. He's looking ahead to Lucas, playing it outside. And as usual, Wyatt Cassidy there right with him. Lucas trying to get around, and Cassidy forcing the cross. On that bounce, Brenton Lucas tried to volley that goalward. It's wide for a Richmond goal kick. Just a reminder what we're playing for here today. It's just really positioning overall in a win-loss record as the Halldale Bulldogs, the boys team, as they have the upper hand already as far as wins and losses in the RSU. They got that overtime victory over Monmouth. They'll play the rubber match on the year with the Mustangs on Wednesday. That'll be right around 2:30. Beforehand, though, Monmouth we know will be here on Wednesday at noontime. Just the question, will it be the Richmond Bobcats or the Halldale Bulldogs to play here in the RSU 2 championship game? That all comes down to who wins that game at Richmond today. The Halldale Bulldogs had the 1-goal lead, but the Bobcats struck back for 2 more before halftime. It was 2-1 at the half. We'll keep you posted on what we hear. Exciting to have playoff soccer. Well, this game not technically a playoff game, it's felt like it. And a goal kick now for Richmond as that throw-in ends up in the long jump pit. Dashe, take that back. That's the thrower's circle.
That's the thrower's circle. And just to have that, have the opportunity for that cup per se at the end. There's a lot of work by the RSU2 athletic directors and administrators to make it happen. So certainly want to tip their hat to them.
I know on the boys' side especially, Halldale and Monmouth had such great battles in the past that I know both teams will be looking forward to that on Wednesday.
Oh, that's going to be a grudge match.
It will. I mean, given that the only loss of the year that Monmouth has was an overtime on a Kai Lucas goal. That was at Monmouth. They won the game here. Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it? A lot warmer weather.
And that was a Fletcher on a late, beautiful goal.
Yeah. Well, one of your type of goals just passed very accurately inside the post in the back of the net. Hayden Fletcher, the leading goal scorer in Monmouth history. So roll in toward the goal. No problem for Connor Vachon to pick that up.
Is he a junior or senior?
I believe he's a senior.
All right. That's good news.
I think so. It'd be hard to have the record at Monmouth Academy, I think, for career goals as a junior. Because they've had some scores there. Lots named Fletcher. They're working ahead now.
There's a direct kick.
It was a direct kick foul right outside the area. I was waiting to see what the call was as Vachon was in contact with him. And it's a dangerous spot for a free kick now for Richmond to try to get back level. Good chance for the Bobcats here.
It's a little bit of a late call, but I think he allowed the play on to see what was going to happen. And certainly the ball went out, and it is the right call.
Andrew Vachon there to take the kick. Right next to him, Cole Alexander. We'll see who takes it. It'll be Vachon. So the Bulldogs don't look like they've given the 10 feet. Or 10 yards, rather. Great shot, though, and a save by Schaefer. Looked like Halldale was really kind of close to the ball, didn't it?
I'm amazed that, that it was taken. But then again, you have to ask the official for the 10 yards.
Right.
If you don't, then, you encroach all you want. But certainly there was encroachment there.
You will see officials come over there and cut even without the ask, back them up if it's obvious. That to me seemed like it was pretty obvious. Andrew Vachon, who just took that kick on the corner, a line drive, and Schaefer palms it away. The Bulldogs get it out. Two great stops by Schaefer in rapid succession. One on the shots and one on the centering feed.
Here's another.
And that one this time wide off the left foot, Cole Alexander. And that wasn't deflected, so it was a goal kick for Halldale.
Yeah, that last one that Schaefer made, there was a lot of spin on that ball. So wisely so, just looking to palm that ball, get it out to his defense.
Hayward. Gue. St. Peter. It's had a quietly strong game over there on that left side. Cole Alexander. Richmond will settle it down. But gave it away to Breton Lucas. Will Miller calming things down outside to Vodacek.
So you got an interesting choice at the end of the game. I mean, it's been pretty even, but with the Caps' pizza player of the game, where...
Well, Sam Schaefer just stuck his claim forward, I think, on those couple of saves.
Yeah, he did.
A goal kick now for the Richmond Bobcats. Caps' pizza player of the game, won out to the end of the contest. The Halldale player voted, or picked, not really voted. Mr. Tiggham and I are two people. The votes might be tied in that situation. Whoever we select to be the Caps' pizza player of the game from the Halldale High School Bulldogs wins a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from Caps' Pizza. We thank them for their support of the Bulldogs and, of course, the Gardner Tigers all season long on Munzing Media.
Cold day like this, Halloween, you don't have time to cook. You're getting that candy ready for the little kids. It's a great night for Caps' Pizza.
Tremendous night. Booted high. Breton Lucas over there in a battle with Max Trask. Alexander. Nice feed. Andrew Vachon turned. The Bulldogs on him quickly. Vaselli doesn't get it as Lucas stepped in to intercept. Halldale setting things up. St. Peter. He's got Vachon bearing down. Vachon forced the issue and got the steal. Played outside well. Alexander trying the through ball. Andrew Gue there to defuse that.
Oh, nice ball.
Breton Lucas gets it. Bounced over Vodacek's leg. Lucas tried to put that wide side. He had Kai arriving. Now Adams there. Adams shot. Safe hands by Vachon again.
That could have been super dangerous if Will Miller didn't head that ball out of there. You had a couple Bulldogs streaking off to the weak post, and Miller just able to get ahead on it and get that out of danger.
Max Byron. Little time and space for him. Jackson Leach. Leach might have been able to carry that a little bit. Lucas will oblige, though. Pass too far ahead of Ian Stebbins, who was coming on. Trask. Trask and Breton Lucas. Trafton Gray played that back toward Lucas. Lucas unaware of the pass, and it's a throw-in for Richmond. 8 minutes gone here in the second half. The only goal of the penalty kick back at the 35-minute mark. Ian Stebbins converting the handball call. That's been it. The opportunities are key to this game. Halldale's best one was converted. Gray. Riley Hayward. Breton Lucas. Alexander fighting with him. Stebbins. Played into Adams. Good work to knock that away by Ben Johnson. Johnson, number 26. We asked about that at the half and got the answer to that. He's made some fine defensive plays. Now we can identify him. He's going to guess that's who it was. He's listed as 16 on the roster, so oftentimes the 16s become 26s, etc. 8s become 18s. Well, in this case, 8 became 22. That one I don't see too much. 3 more subs coming in for Richmond now. Chance Taylor about to come back in. Lucas Cody and Hunter Mason. It's been 3 on, 3 off for the most part for Peter Gardner. He's made those switches.
Day like this, it feels like the temperature's dropping a little bit more as we're up here, and you had Isaac Soul just take one down in the defensive end. You got to wonder if Adidas has been imprinted in the thigh of his leg.
The football tattoo. Vaselli. Good dogfight there with Adams. Cassidy played that out off of Lucas. Vaselli played into the middle. The only one home there is Ian Stebbins. Stebbins controlling, trying to dodge Bobcats. He's taken down from behind. Andrew Vachon.
Great effort on the part of Vachon. Yeah. Just a lot of pursuit there. And
I heard a long whistle for a second. They're not going to card him for this, are they? That was just simply reaching for the ball and missing. But they're not.
No card.
I think it was just a situation where Dan Netto wanted to make sure everyone heard the whistle. No, nothing wrong with that tackle outside of it just simply being contact. Stebbins has teammates on the 18, 5 of them in fact.
A little chip
into the area, and Cassidy knocks it out of the air.
Nice run by Jackson Leach getting back.
Hunter Mason now. Tried to play in the middle. Again, it was Stebbins. Empty space on the near side. Lucas Cody will fill it. He'll be the first one there for the Bobcats. Trafton Gray coming in. And Gray will get the ball back in the throw-in with that pressure. 1-0 here, still 2-1 last report over at Richmond. The Bobcat ladies in front of the Halldale Bulldogs girls. Hayward encroached a bit. They'll let him throw it in, but not from the other side of that half line. Vaselli. Alexander. Maybe a chance now, too, as quickly on the ball as Andrew Vachon. And Gue
as
blasts
quickly
that
as Andrew
away.
Gue, yeah.
One Andrew taking it from the other, but Andrew Gue, the sophomore, had to concede that.
Second corner for the Bobcats right here?
Is the third corner for the Bobcats.
Third corner, okay.
Yeah. And Gue, a junior captain. Andrew Vachon. Everyone kind of setting the scene out there. Coach Gardner shouting instructions, moving his players around. The Bulldogs trying to make sure everyone's marked. No one inside the area right now. They're all in the 18.
Looking for another outswinger.
Here they come. And the outswinger landed in the area, but does roll free. Still danger, though, as it's put right back in. Ben Johnson.
That'll be
called for
coming
the
out.
foul. Yep.
A little too physical there.
Dan Netto, the referee, made that call. Just waiting to see who came up with the ball after the contact. When it was the Bobcats, he called the play back. Toward Brett and Lucas. Nifty play to get that to Stebbins.
Oh, nice cut back.
Adams. Adams switching back to that right foot under pressure from Vaselli. Gray tried to shoulder it down. It came back to him.
This could be dangerous.
Good. Miller heads it ahead, but it's still in the area. Nifty back heel to get that through. Now it's out. Chance Taylor taking no chances.
Not well played.
Miller again. Rising above everybody, but Adams on it for Halldale. He'll fire. Just missed a little high and a little wide. Connor Vachon, the keeper, was there, had it covered pretty well.
Yeah, you could see Adams just... You could tell he was setting up that foot to take a shot.
May as well. Those scoring opportunities have been hard to come by against this Bobcats defense. Take the chance when you can.
Oh, absolutely. And just missing a little bit high and looked like a little bit to the left on that, but certainly a great opportunity. And he created the opportunity.
Oh, that's right down to Lucas. He's got Gray coming too. And a good shot and a fine save by Vachon. Boom, that one downfield. Last one he didn't get much distance on, but he certainly did there. Andrew Vachon. Played out, Halldale throw. 14 minutes gone here in the second half. The goal was back at the 35-minute mark in the first. Handball called against Richmond in the area, and Ian Stebbins calmly buried the penalty kick. Johnson. Cody. Alexander outside, trying to free Chance Taylor up. And Gue again, so ever present on the ball whenever someone has a sniff at goal. Chance Taylor trying to come back in his direction. Intercepted by Brett and Lucas, who played that out. Taylor again wearing the captain's armband. Alexander, they gave him some space. He might take this and does. I couldn't bend that around. It's wide of Schaefer, who watches it drift. And these are the opportunities the Bobcats will have to take now down a goal. You'll have to almost shoot on sight, I would think, when you get the opportunity. At least any good opportunity. And that was a decent one for the Bobcats to take.
Yeah, I think from that distance, though, Schaefer's going to track back, and there's not much that you're going to beat him on high from that distance.
It's going to have to be a line drive if you do.
It's going to be a laser, yeah.
Leach. in the area. Gray watches that drift past him. He just ran out of space on the goal line. "16 minutes played here in the second half. On a gorgeous day for soccer, last day of October. I'd say so far this game's been a Snickers bar as far as what you'd get in a trick-or-treat. Definitely not the Charlie Brown rock in a bag. This has been a lot of fun. Stebbins, right on the edge of the 18, and a great tackle once again. The guy's made a bunch of those, and Ben Johnson. Well played by Hayward. Bobcats back up over the top toward Chance Taylor. Ooh, and the very physical Chance Taylor at it again.
And that's going to come back.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
I think this year even Charlie Brown wouldn't get his rock. You know, I think this is where he'd get a basket full of hand sanitizers and tissues.
The ball goes right back to Richmond, though, as it's kicked out of play. And that ensuing free kick. I think the upper level candies are the Snickers, Almond Joys, and Kit Kats. The Reese's up there as well.
I'm a Milky Way fan myself.
Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. When you start getting dots, though, that's when you're starting to get down to the lower echelon of... Smarties aren't bad. I wouldn't put them up in the upper echelon, though. This game's been a Snickers bar. There's no question to me. Yeah. Or a Milky Way in your situation.
It'd be a Milky Way for me.
You almost kept that in. In fact, I thought he might have, but one man has a better look at that than I do, and that's referee Dan Netto, who's right there on the line.
Although I would take dots over Whoppers. Do nothing for me.
Milk duds, too. Brett and Lucas really sticking tight.
Oh, nice footwork.
Alexander walked by, got by one. Not Hayward, though.
Nope, Hayward stuffed him.
Traft and Gray. Coming back to possess, Lucas calling for it. They tried to step that through to Lucas, and again, Casti flaring the leg out.
Ooh.
And Gray will be called for just a little bit of a foul there.
That might have been a Tyson foul.
I think Traft was off balance in that situation. That's why he couldn't stop himself. But a more obvious call you won't see this afternoon.
Yeah. I thought preceding that, he had a great outside of the foot ball
nice
going
flick
out wide, but then just, couldn't control that body.
Yeah. Inertia. Here's Vachon. Trying to play that through to Taylor, and Taylor will keep this in. Chance here now for the Bobcats, perhaps. Alexander.
Nice move.
Shetta's man wants the shot. It's over the crossbar. He had the opportunity. And a good shot to take, but just high. But more pressure now from the Bobcats as they work for this equalizer.
And certainly a striking difference from first half to now, where they were sitting back and being a little bit more passive. They are putting the pressure on right now. Game has certainly become a little bit more physical than when it started.
Now a situation where these teammates, or these players rather, out there know each other pretty well as some of the coaches. I was kind of listening and eavesdropping as one of the assistant coaches was talking to Brett and Lucas out there on the Richmond sideline and said, "Hey, Brett, I'm joking with you, right?" So they know each other quite well, and again, a lot of respect between these two programs, as of course there would be. Another great battle again, and Chance Taylor just really barreling in. He played it out, and it's a throw-in for Halldale. No one was sure for a moment. That battle between Chance Taylor, the junior, and Brett Lucas, the freshman, has been something to watch over on this near side. But a lot of fascinating mini stories in this game as far as man-to-man battles. There's Taylor again. Alexander. Vachon called for it. They had him marked, though, so he'll take the shot. And again, just can't bend that around.
That will bring us to the sanitation break.
20:08 remaining here in the second half, just the one goal. The penalty kick converted by Ian Stebbins for Halldale in the 35th minute. The Bulldogs lead the Bobcats 1-0 on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Even one at the beginning.
Did we?
Yeah. The loss to Monmouth.
1 week from today will be the Augusta Civic Center and the Bulldogs Strong basketball tournament, which will take place most of that day. A lot of young basketball talent in the area be playing all day long. We'll have it for you in Munsing Media. Looking forward to being there with Jared Richmond and with Brendan Terrell, Rob Munsing. We'll all be part of that great day of basketball, and looking forward to that one 1 week from today. That gets underway in the mid-morning. 8 o'clock, I think, is the first game, 8 or 8:30.
I think that tournament is certainly going to be special. When I looked at the rosters, you've got players from Gardner, Coney, Halldale, Richmond, Monmouth, Messalonsky, Madison. I think Keith Cowan is coaching one of the teams.
Yeah.
So, you've just got all the talent within Central Maine converging on the Augusta Civic Center through Bulldog Strong, and that's just going to be some great, fun games to watch. And this is where you've got players who are on the same team during the winter. They're now on opposing teams with other teams, and it's just it's going to be super entertaining.
Looking forward to that one, an all-day event. Watch live at Munsing Media, of course. It's the only way to watch at this point, too. Fans not allowed, I don't believe, into the Augusta Civic Center. It kind of makes me wonder, though, what will happen with the wintertime coming up. As we have some basketball, and it's going to wet the whistle a little bit, and I hope we are able to continue that a bit, at least in December or January. We'll find out.
Yeah, and as you may be aware, if you've seen in the newspaper or your school updates, the MPA has postponed the winter season. Usually we're kicking off next week with girls ice hockey, and shortly thereafter with the rest of the complement of sports. But it looks like, much like they incorporated and integrated sports in the fall, where you have some phase 1, phase 2, going to be something similar in the winter, and maybe looking at some actual games, possibly January.
See how that works out. You wonder overall, just because the crown jewel of the Maine high school sports season has always been the basketball tournament, such a big deal and a big event. And I know that's one that the MPA would love to play. It's the question of will they able to. We'll see. It's interesting watching to see other states, too, and what they're doing, trying to get a read on things. And sometimes I'll see news that says, this state's going to play, and you're optimistic about it. Then others say, well, we can't. Illinois, for example, just said their winter sports season is on an indefinite hold. Of course, they're a little different than we are as far as their size and population.
And it's going to be definitely going to be different. I mean, we still may be looking at everything being televised, and certainly far different for schools down east, where, basically if your team's in the tournament, last person in town shut off the light because everybody's in Bangor.
Chance Taylor, good low hits, and rolls in on Schaefer, who gobbles it up.
He gobbles it up, but if you notice, that was not an easy save, because of the velocity, but also it looked like he was losing some footing down there.
The ball moving away from him, too. Leach on the outside. Lucas identifies that, Brett and Lucas, and moves away. And there is Lucas. And he did keep that in on the goal line, just barely. Isaac Soul with a good defensive play. The Bulldogs will take the throw. 19.5 remaining. Regulation time here. Halldale with a 1 goal.
In the girls' game, the Richmond Bobcats are still holding on to that 1-goal lead.
2-1 there still. The Bulldogs, courtesy of Lexi Chartier, had opened the scoring, but Richmond came back with a couple.
Hickson got the first one. I'm not sure who got the second one.
Those two teams tied when they were here, so the winner of the game today at Richmond will be playing here on Wednesday at noontime.
And they'll be taking on those Mustangs. And Mustangs right now want to play another game because they took it on the chin the other day to a very talented Maranacook team and beat them, I want to say 6-2.
That was in girls?
That was in girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not see that score. The boys played as well. They played a day, I think. Good work by Gray. Stebbins to the edge of the area. He let that left foot go. Adams back towards Stebbins. He watched the Bobcats get there so quickly to take away any shooting opportunity. Halldale patience. Leach. St. Peter. Q. Stebbins. Cody there quickly. Stebbins goes right by. Stebbins in the area now.
Closed down nicely.
That was an excellent tackle once again. It was Ben Johnson again. Danger still, though, as that's put toward the goal. Trafton Gray on that one touch rolled it in, but wide.
Yeah, with the foot moves that Stebbins has, Johnson did a great job holding his ground, using his body effectively, and stripping Stebbins of the ball, and from, most importantly, getting a quality shot off.
And not picking up the foul either, too, which is sometimes the problem the way Stebbins dances in there. He can elude you, and contact's made. Brett and Lucas. Lucas and Cassidy, two good freshmen. Lucas wins this time, puts it in front. No problem for Connor Vachon. Vachon skied that throw in the air. Worked out, though. Max Vaselli. Over the top, Chance Taylor. Galloping toward it with Hayward. Right there with him.
Pull it back. Ooh, there you go.
He did. Taylor now in the area. Fires. Hooking in low, and Schaefer again.
You could feel that frustration with Taylor, where he just arms up. He's like, gosh, that was supposed to go far post where he had somebody running on. But, great opportunity, took it, but just a little bit near side.
Headed down by Soul. Adams for Halldale. Stebbins out wide, so's Gray. Gray in a race with Johnson. Johnson wins, but Halldale gets the throw. Gray. Got in between, got around Johnson too. But a pass in the area was behind two Bulldogs. Brett Lucas was likely the closest to it. Jeff St. Peter.
Vaselli chasing.
St. Peter got by. And a Halldale throw.
St. Peter does have explosive speed. He is probably one of the quickest guys out there.
Deceptive too, because in looking at him as well, he plays kind of a physical game at times, but when he gets going, he gets going. I didn't realize as fast as he was when I first saw him run in the opening game of the season against Gardner. He really turned on the Jets at one point.
Well, it's just the whole perception, because when he runs, it's almost like a typewriter. Everybody else has longer strides,
right.
And he's just, it's like little pistons going.
Got the exactly. That's what I was thinking of. Adams. A rip toward goal. It's wide. And Vachon tracked it all the way. 15.5 remaining here. Still the 1-0 lead. Halldale on the Stebbins penalty kick. 35 minutes in.
Girls just had their sanitation break, and it is still 2-1 Richmond Bobcats over the Halldale Bulldogs in the girls' game taking place at Richmond High School today.
Voda back in a minute. Hunter Mason will come back in too. Be 4 subs coming in for Richmond. Tegan Kilpatrick's back up as well.
Oh, nice play.
Gray. Bounces out for a corner. 4th corner for Halldale. First in the second half.
That looked like it was a short step for a strike there. Just almost stopped it with it mid-swing.
Max Trask about to check in for the Richmond Bobcats as well. So all 4 players up off of Peter Gardner's bench. Just one senior on this team as well, I think, and Andrew Vachon. A very good young team.
Will Miller's a senior too.
And ends up in the back netting. All right, Will Miller is as well.
And Miller has had a stalwart game back there. He's been solid anchoring that Richmond defense.
Yeah, Miller's been good back there. Wyatt Cassidy. Ben Johnson, of course.
Johnson just,
Johnson just a sophomore.
That's again, as you've mentioned, that's going to be a tough team. And then when you look at what they have coming up for 8th grade, we've seen them before against the Halldale boys, and there's a lot of talent there with Steele and Roy and just a whole cast of 8th graders coming in.
I heard in that contest too, the middle school game, that Richmond put a ton of shots on the Halldale goal, just couldn't get the breakthrough. So they've got some talent there.
They do.
Nice block by Max Trask. And that stays in, so St. Peter has to play it. Now a Richmond throw. 13.5 to go. Time's starting to get short. It's a Halldale throw, excuse me. Time's starting to get short for Richmond here, because they need that equalizer. But toward the goal again, out comes Connor Vachon. Didn't have to stray very far from his line that time. Cole Alexander on that sideline wins the throw for Richmond. Lucas Cody under pressure from Gray. Forced it away. Kraft and Gray. Played in the middle.
As I say, no one home. I think he thought there were going to be a few more Bulldogs joining him on that pursuit.
Just Will Miller there. That was it. Adams. Stebbins playing that right wing now, back in the middle to Adams. Play it through to Gray. Last resort stab there to keep that out by Lucas Cody. That ball was behind him, but he played it away anyway. Stebbins. Lucas, edge of the area. Takes the shot, it bounces in. It was spilled, but a good save by Vachon. Gray almost had an opportunity. A foul on Stebbins this time.
Seen a couple of Vachon again trying to hold on to those knuckles and ball deflecting and coming back. None of the Bulldogs there looking to pursue that thing and try to get that quality second opportunity.
12 minutes to go. We've got a dilemma here as far as the Captain's Pizza player of the game. Likely have to take a break at the end of this contest and talk about it and come back and reward it.
I've got a coin to flip.
So we're going to need one, I think.
It's a three-headed coin.
Actually, the way it's gone today, I need a couple of dice. Stebbins has the goal. He's got the ball now. Sam Schaefer's been good in goal. You and Byron have been excellent defensively. Adams is pulling the strings in the midfield. He has it again, and his shot will sail. But Adams had a very good game in the midfield, too.
Really,
with him, Lucas. It's really been difficult to pick.
And that's been so much a change when we started the season, because Cam Adams had been at a wing halfback, and Coach Jesse Rose moved him inside, and he's been doing an admirable job at the inside midi.
There he is again. Lucas. Leach. Good work to take that away by Alexander. Problem for the Bobcats, though, now is they're back on their heels, and playing it ahead, there's no one up front. Halldale gets possession right back. Max Trask was up and playing aggressively, but he was the only one up there. That'll be the issue for Richmond going forward, is to have those opportunities in the front half, which have been tough to come by. Wouldn't be a problem, except they're down a goal. Brett and Lucas kept that in somehow. And a throw for Halldale over by that corner flag. Adams. A throw for Halldale again. No, that stayed in.
Jackson Leach trapped it in.
I'm surprised Leach didn't let that ride. Won't matter much, though, as the Bulldogs kick it ahead again. But now back in possession, Richmond.
Yeah, looking to counter.
They might counter
they got
here.
Numbers. Oh, nice
Peter stepped up. Richmond's still dangerous, though. They'll play that outside. Vaselli. And Byron, another guy we could list as a player who's had an excellent game defensively.
Yep.
Battles Vaselli. Vaselli took it away, though. Here's an opportunity. And Gue heads it out. Under 10 to go here, 9:34 in fact. Alexander forced back. Breton Lucas gets back up.
Yeah, that's going to be a play on.
Adams, outside. Looking to get that through to Stebbins. Soul stepped up. Gilpatrick.
That's going to come back out to him. Oh, no,
Vachon stepped inside nicely. Trying to get numbers up here in the front half. Vachon, battle on nines with Adams. Slipped by one, not past Gue, though.
I might have given that ball back and let Gilpatrick take that ball down to the corner and look for a cross.
I think in hindsight, that would be absolutely what you do there with Gue at it again. Leach, beaten to it. Battle of 13s with Hunter Mason. This time the throw goes Halldale's way. Brett and Lucas. Good yeoman work on that far side to win a throw. Adams. Bulldogs trying to find a knockout punch here with 8:15 remaining. A second goal would put this game away effectively, you would think.
With this little bit of time, yeah.
Hayward, good hustle to keep it in, but he turned it over to Gilpatrick. In turn, he lost it to Stebbins. Stebbins with Traft and Gray right there. Stebbins fires. Had the goalkeeper moving the wrong way and scores. Oh, a pretty goal by Stebbins to hit his second. And that should be the KO punch. A brace for Ian Stebbins. He's got them both.
Yeah, froze Vachon on the line, and by the time he recovered, that ball had too much velocity on it. It was pretty shot by Stebbins. Side netting.
So 2-0 Halldale. That was the score of the first contest between these two teams. Some situations you can kind of feel a goal coming, but not in this case. It's kind of the Bulldogs, again, as we mentioned, taking an opportunity and capitalizing. Knocked ahead by Vachon, got a hand on it, however. Now, that might change things as far as the Captain's Pizza. It's hard. We've given it to Stebbins a couple of times, but it's kind of hard not to when you score a couple of goals. But we'll talk about that again at the end because there are a bunch of players to highlight here.
Yeah.
Stebbins now definitely in the mix. The penalty kick goal was a nice goal, but penalties don't seem to get you high up on the roster as far as player of the game. But that one, though.
Yes, that goal.
And that was your kind of goal, too, wasn't it?
It was. Just picking a spot.
We each got our wish. The first one, a blast in the upper corner that just burned the net. And the second one, perfect placement.
Must be Halloween if we're both getting a wish. I mean, we need candy. And it's a full moon. And we're setting the clocks back.
No, it's
trifecta.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Halldale now can just kind of milk clock if they keep possession. That's the thing they have going for them right now is the time is on their side. Headed again by Adams. That's over Taylor's head. Gray. Still with it. Lucas.
Oh, nice
Good shot on that left-footed volley. Vachon had it played well. Would have likely made that save, but that was a good, powerful shot from Lucas.
Yeah, Vachon was in great position for that. You could tell. Jumped up, his fingertips hitting the right up by the crossbar, but again, beautiful turn and a volley by Kai Lucas on that. Nice settle there.
Under 6 to go here. Halldale now with that second goal. You think they've done enough here. The Bobcats have had a solid day defensively, better than solid, in fact. They've been very good defensively. The issue for them has been trying to generate scoring chances against Halldale, and that's come a little more difficult for them, and Bulldogs again in the front half. It's one thing if you just need to catch up with one, but you need two, and Halldale with a corner now with 5:25 to go. They're fifth.
We've seen some quality teams at this field this year. You know, Richmond, even though they're down by 2 goals, that in a Class D tournament that they would be making a huge run.
No doubt.
We saw that Mount Abram team, just a juggernaut this year in Class C. Just some fun play.
A goal kick for Halldale, and that shot by Adams.
I have not been following who's been doing what in some of the Northern Maine.
No, I haven't been either. It's been a little more difficult to keep track on things this year. Watch Waynfleet run through Portland. If there was a Portland Cup, the Waynfleet Flyers would have won it, and they beat Portland, Deering, and Chevrolet.
Yeah, Waynfleet's just been destroying.
Not sure they did against Greater Portland Christian School, though. I think that'd be it for if you went to a Portland Cup. You'd have to have those would be the 5 teams. I'm not sure GPCS has soccer. They have some good basketball teams every once in a while. Well, yeah, it's impressive for Waynfleet, though, to run through that cast of characters and win all the games. I'm not sure they even conceded a goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the reality is, as I was talking about watching Mount Abram, I don't think as powerful as Mount Abram is. I don't know what kind of contest they'd have against Waynfleet.
Hard to say. I mean, Mount Abram, of course, did go and get a draw against Edward Little, a good Class A team, so we'll see. If that was a matchup, we would have seen a good one. I think Darren Allen's team would be a really good representative in Class C in the tournament for the MVC.
Oh, absolutely. MVC, I think they'd be as strong as they come. But, just sometimes when you're up against those Those Flyers from Waynfleet, it's a different breed of cat.
Pretty impressive, though, when you all that talent in Portland that the champion for now is the one on Danforth Street, not Ocean Avenue or Stevens Ave or Cumberland Ave. It's the one in the West End.
The Cape girls have been destroying just as much, beating up on Scarborough and Yarmouth and Greeley.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the play. I'm going to miss the tournament this year. You mentioned all these teams and how good some of them are, and of course the Lewiston Blue Devils boys teams, excellent. Oxford Hills girls have been playing well. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to miss is just seeing all those games. So as much as this has been a good time, and of course Wednesday promises to be a great game as well, and a tremendous day of soccer here at Halldale. Yeah, I'll miss the tournament.
Yeah, and that's where, having coached at a number of different places in a different part of the state, just seeing the competition throughout the state is just fun. And more importantly, all right, where's the upset going to come?
Right, there's always something. Gio on the head with 2.5 remaining. Adams, Marino. That's cleared away. Taylor there. And trying to pick that and go past Hayward. Hayward lets it roll out or bounce over Chance's leg. Stebbins trapped over there. Wins the throw as he bounced that off Isaac Soul. Adams. Still. Lost it to Miller. Stebbins again. Under 2 to go. St. Peter. As Gilpatrick closing in on him. Plays that down to the goal line. Leach will keep this in.
Oh, nice play by Jackson
It's a really nice
Leach.
feed. The Bulldogs may have given up on that potentially as there was no one in the area. Here's Taylor blazing up that sideline and kicked out of play by Kai Lucas. Brave defending by Kai there too as he was kind of getting in the trolley tracks with Taylor. Had to reach in front and make sure not to foul the man or not to get too much contact either. No updates from Richmond, huh?
Still status quo.
Yep. And no news, not good news if you're on the Halldale side of this broadcast. Good work by Taylor again. Vaselli. Wanted Vashon and gets him. But Hayward stuck with him and forced the error. And it's a goal kick for Halldale. Under a minute to go. Halldale be in no particular hurry to take this goal kick. They'll bleed some clock if they can, and they will.
So if everything does remain status quo, and Richmond does beat Halldale today, it'll be the Richmond Bobcats taking on Monmouth Academy at 12:30 on Wednesday, and the Halldale Bulldogs taking on Monmouth at 2:30. So no matter what, the games will be live on Munzing Media.
Yeah, great day to watch some soccer on Wednesday, so we hope to have you join us Wednesday afternoon. Of course, we can play those games early as the students not actually in school in those days. They'll be here to play some soccer, though. That's played back. First touch of the ball by Owen Austin. Just came in. Lucas. Bulldogs just killing some time. Q. He'll fire. Doesn't get those opportunities very much, and that'll effectively seal the game. Don't believe Connor Vashon will have much time to put the ball back in play. And Halldale victorious today, 2-0 is our final score. Why don't we take a short break? We'll talk over the decision we have to make here and come back and announce the Caps' Pizza player of the game. We'll have that for you next. 2-0 the final score. Halldale the victory over the Richmond Bobcats. Back in a moment on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps' Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos. Forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Rob Kennedy, Mark Tinkham back here with you in Farmingdale.
The culture in
Halldale putting the finishing touches on a 2-0 victory over the Richmond Bobcats. Ian Stebbins a penalty kick in the 35th minute and a goal in the 33rd minute of the second half.
want
put
to
the
help
game
you
away,
succeed.
2-0 the final score. So lots of people to pick from today. As far as our Caps' Pizza player of the game,
work
Sam
with a big group
Schaefer
of
was
people.
outstanding in goal for the
A lot of
Halldale
experienced people have
Bulldogs.
been
He's
here
won
for
the
many
award
years.
before this
Some people
season.
that work with have been here
Also,
for
Ian
30+
Stebbins, of
years.
course, when you have a
You
couple
have
of
the
goals,
tools to
one
learn,
penalty kick,
the necessity to drive you
one from
forward.
open play. Good guy you could pick
Great.
for that. We've given it to him a
I'm
couple
getting my
times this
needs
season as
met
well.
career-wise.
Man, had
So
a
I'm
very
getting
good
the
game in the
leadership
midfield
experience.
today. As
I'm
a junior in
getting
Cam
the
Adams, and
coaching
he'll be
that
our
I need
Caps'
to
Pizza
move-
player of the game.
move
Cam
on
winning
and
a
move up.
10-inch
Great.
one-topping
That's
pizza from
benefits
Caps'
of we
Pizza.
get
He was
here.
very
You know,
good in
we
the
get
midfield
health
and
insurance,
instrumental to the
life
Bulldogs'
insurance.
win.
So we
Disability insurance.
again, we're going to be back here on
Keys in
Wednesday.
that- that's worth something
The
to me.
Richmond girls
And
just
along with
scored
the pay,
again. It
I know
is
I'm gonna have a
3-1.
paycheck at the end of the
Richmond
week.
ahead of Halldale with about 4 minutes left.
That likely sealed the fate of the Bulldogs, and Richmond will be coming here for that 12:30 game against Monmouth. So all three schools will be represented. Now, we'll check back on the time as well as that one, too. That's what we have for now. So we'll keep an eye out on the Munzing Media Twitter page or the Facebook page. We'll update the time for that. But all three schools in the RSU represented on Wednesday. Richmond girls will be here to take on the Monmouth Academy Mustangs in the opener, and the Halldale boys taking on those Mustangs boys in the second game of the afternoon. A great day of soccer planned for the RSU2 Championship on Wednesday, and we're looking forward to that very much. For our entire Munzing Media crew, Corbin Eldridge is on camera today, Rob Munzing doing our production, and Mark Jacob, my color commentator. My name's Rob Kennedy saying goodbye. The final score from Halldale today in Farmingdale, the home team with a victory, Bulldogs 2, the Richmond Bobcats 0. Thanks for watching, everybody, on Munzing Media.